The male anglerfish dissolves into his mate. Not metaphorically. Literally. He bites into her skin, his immune system shuts down, his organs begin to fail, and over the course of weeks his body fuses with hers, until the two share a single bloodstream, a single pair of gills, a single continuous life. He disappears into her. She carries on. This is one of the most extreme biological unions on Earth. And it is only one of the anglerfish's many extraordinary secrets. The deep ocean begins where sunlight ends. Beyond 200 meters, the water becomes cold and dark and almost perfectly silent. Pressure builds to levels that would crush the hull of a submarine. Oxygen thins. Food is scarce. Most creatures avoid this place entirely, driven by instinct toward warmer, shallower, more hospitable waters. The anglerfish does not avoid it. The anglerfish thrives here. There are more than 200 species of anglerfish distributed across the world's oceans. Some live in shallow coastal waters and look unremarkable. But the ones that have captured human imagination, the nightmarish, luminous predators, occupy the bathypelagic zone, the midnight zone, where the pressure reaches 300 atmospheres and the temperature hovers just above freezing year-round. They have evolved in this environment for millions of years, and it has shaped them into something that seems almost invented rather than grown. The most iconic feature is the elysium, a modified dorsal spine that projects from the top of the head like a fishing rod, curving forward to dangle a glowing lure directly in front of the creature's jaws. That light is not generated by the fish itself. It is produced by billions of bioluminescent bacteria living symbiotically inside the lure, organisms in a relationship so intimate that scientists still do not fully understand how it began or how the fish regulates the glow. The lure pulses. It shifts in intensity. It can be retracted or extended. In total darkness it appears like a small, drifting flame suspended in nothing. And prey cannot resist it. Small fish, crustaceans, squid, creatures that have spent their entire lives navigating an environment with almost no light, see something glowing and move toward it. The anglerfish does not chase. It waits. It has enormous jaws lined with long, translucent, inward curving teeth that make escape nearly impossible once contact is made. The jaw can unhinge. The mouth can expand. The stomach can stretch. An anglerfish can swallow prey twice its own body size, an adaptation born from simple mathematics. In a place where meals arrive rarely, nothing edible should ever be left behind. But food is only one of the deep ocean's scarcities. Finding a mate in total darkness, across thousands of cubic kilometers of open water, presents an equal or greater challenge. For the anglerfish, evolution found a solution unlike almost anything else known in the animal kingdom. When a male anglerfish hatches, he is tiny, a fraction of the female's eventual size. He carries no lure, no sophisticated hunting apparatus. What he does possess is a highly specialized olfactory system, capable of detecting a single female's chemical signature across extraordinary distances of open ocean. His entire biological purpose from the moment he hatches is to find her. He does not eat. He searches. When he locates a female, he bites into her body. What follows is one of the most dramatic biological events in all of vertebrate life. The two animals begin to merge at the cellular level. The male's tissue fuses to the female's skin. Their circulatory systems connect. His eyes degenerate. His internal organs, digestive system, liver, kidneys, shrink and are absorbed as the female's blood supply takes over the task of keeping him alive. What remains is essentially a sperm-producing appendage, embedded in the female's flesh, permanently attached, genetically distinct but biologically unified. A single female can carry up to 8 males fused to her body simultaneously. This process is called sexual parasitism, and it represents the most extreme form of reproductive fusion ever documented in vertebrates, the same broad biological category that includes fish, birds, reptiles, and humans. For a long time, scientists were profoundly confused by this. When 19th and early 20th century researchers first collected anglerfish specimens from the deep, they found females with small, unusual growths attached to their bodies. For decades these were classified as parasites of unknown origin. It was not until 1922 that a scientist named Charles Tate Reagan examined the tissue carefully under magnification and understood what he was actually looking at. Those growths had eyes. They had vertebrae. They had once been independent, free-swimming animals. The finding was so unexpected that it was initially met with skepticism from the scientific community. The anglerfish's world remains extraordinarily difficult to study. Deep-sea trawling brings up specimens but kills them quickly as they ascend through pressure gradients. Their physiology was never designed to survive. For most of the 20th century, everything known about anglerfish behavior came from dead animals, often badly distorted by the journey to the surface. Then came submersibles. And then, much more recently, high-resolution cameras capable of sustained operation at extreme depth. In 2021, marine researchers captured the first footage of a living anglerfish pair in their natural environment, a female moving slowly through open water, a male fused to her underside, both alive. The footage lasted less than 2 minutes before the animals vanished back into the dark. But it was enough. It was the first direct observation of this phenomenon in the place where it actually occurs, under the conditions that produced it. What that footage revealed was not monstrous. It was, in a quiet way, almost serene. Two organisms moving as one through absolute darkness, with a kind of unhurried certainty, as if this arrangement were entirely ordinary. For the anglerfish, it is. Every feature that makes these creatures look nightmarish to human eyes, the gaping jaws, the parasitic males, the bacterial lantern dangling in the void, is a solution. A precise, elegant answer to a specific problem that this environment has posed over millions of years. The anglerfish did not adapt despite the deep ocean. It adapted because of it. Of the 200 known species, only a handful have ever been observed alive in their natural habitat. The deep ocean covers more than 60% of Earth's surface. Less than a quarter of its floor has been mapped with any meaningful resolution. Entire ecosystems exist down there that have never been named, described, or glimpsed. And here is the thing that reframes everything: the anglerfish has lived in this darkness far longer than our species has existed. It was there before the first human eye ever looked at the sea and wondered what lay beneath. It will almost certainly be there long after we are gone. Patient, luminous, and utterly indifferent to the surface world above. The deep ocean is not empty. It has simply been waiting for us to look. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more incredible facts.